Have you ever wished that you could take care of your mental health yourself? Or have you been researching therapists only to find out that they're not taking new clients or that they will take you in 2 months? Good news is that there are alternatives to what we consider traditional therapies in Western societies. The bad news is that you probably won't be able to access them. Do our health systems simply choose to ignore them? Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Nestor, and in this channel we learn about evidence-based mental health strategies that will improve your everyday life and those that surround you. Today we are talking about the Friendship Bench project, which began in 2006 in the biggest city in Zimbabwe, and it was designed to help people struggling with depression, anxiety, and other mental health disorders. The project was a response to the need for a way to treat mental health disorders without spending valuable financial and human resources. To put this in numbers, Zimbabwe only had around 10 psychiatrists for 13 million people. That's almost 150 times less compared to the United States. The solution was to train 400 volunteer women that would be later become known as grannies. These women would sit on wooden benches inside a clinic rounds, and when someone presented with some type of emotional distress, they would be advised to sit on the benches to talk with these volunteers. These volunteers would also give community talks on stress, depression, and thinking too much. The results were overwhelmingly positive. Talking with these grannies helped with symptoms of depression and anxiety. The exciting thing here is that these women didn't have formal mental health training. Instead, they went through training on a specific therapy called problem-solving therapy. This type of therapy has 3 steps. First, identify a problem. Second, create a solution. And 3, create an action plan. And repeat. But what if someone doesn't respond to this type of therapy, or if they have suicidal thoughts? Well, they will then be referred to more specialized care. And this is where the beauty of the project shines, because it showed that we don't need hyper-specialized professionals to tackle mental health problems from the beginning. It shows that the community can take care of its own members without relying hyper-specialized care. While there are countries where economic resources are less scarce, it is crucial to consider the cost of ignoring interventions as simple as the friendship benches in Zimbabwe. What if using less specialized interventions will free enough human resources so that those that need specialized care can get it faster? When I moved to Scotland, it took me several weeks, if not months, to find a therapist and a psychiatrist that didn't have massive waiting times, and even then I ended up waiting for more than 2 months for an appointment. My experience was even worse when I moved to the United States, because then I have to think about insurance and the cost of it. And it is experiences like this that leave me wondering if we have ignored alternatives to our current approach to mental health treatment. I think that there's more to it than self-care and professional help. I'm obviously not saying that we don't need a therapist or a psychiatrist, but I wonder how different it would be if we all learned how to take care of others' mental health in school. What if we learned some techniques that could help our friends in difficult times? Or what if we learn how to give better life advice? What if we could be someone else's grandma? The Friendship Project has since then expanded to several countries, and it recently made it to the FIFA World Cup in Doha. The organizers joined forces with the World Health Organization to install 32 benches to commemorate World Mental Health Day. They didn't offer any treatment, but it was more a symbolic gesture to commemorate the importance of mental health. I like seeing this broad adoption of low-cost mental health approaches, because I see stigma as the main friction point to getting mental health care. And with these interventions, I think eventually we'll reduce the stigma of mental health in our society. But please share with me your experience finding mental health care in your country. What do you wish it was better? Would you talk to someone else on a bench about your emotions if you knew they could help? I'll leave more details about the Friendship Bench project in the description. And if you want to know tips on supporting others struggling with their mental health, watch this.